Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. Last episode we went back to some regular realm delving, and we started off with some arena combat to get some progress done on our Rune of Prophecies. We've got a bit of stuff to do before this is handed in. This looks like a pretty tough rune because there are 3 different things on it that require random realm encounters. And I would very much like to hand in at least 2 of these 3. We'll see how it goes. Other than that, I think we're just gonna jump in. No reason to dilly-dally. We are also in... I haven't decided what the next god I'm gonna fight at the Gate of the Gods is. Tauren could be an option, but I think Tauren is less of a difficult god and more of a, like, you need the exact right kind of build kind of god. I'm gonna look for gods that are a bit more like ones that waste your time, or ones that are frustrating to get through. I'd like to get those done early on, and so that the rest of them are all smooth sailing. And again, it's heavily dependent on what kind of build you have, because with a certain build, a certain god could take ages. With a different kind of build, you can pretty much ruin them no matter how high their level is. And the lesson we learned from the Muse fight is that percentage damage is the way to go if you want a consistent thing that doesn't become harder as the boss gets more difficult. Percentage damage plus chances to act at the start of combat. So the party that we built to kill Muse might actually be what we stick with to kill a lot of these guys. So, you know, that's something we will think about. I haven't confirmed yet, or I haven't decided yet which god we're gonna go after next. Hey, we randomly got sent to the Arachnid Nest. Always a great time whenever that happens. And it's a pretty decent... Well, actually, we bad luck and good luck and enemies have chance to resist damage. Means we could have a few moments of frustration. This is why I like my rabbit dementia strategy. Even though for a lot of oh hey, we needed that. Even though for a lot of regular fights, it's like most attack-based things aren't really optimal. Like spell damage is where the real damage is at. But the problem is, spells are also harder to cast multiple times in a row without some sort of specialized build. Like Rabbit Dementia, excuse me, and Goad are just like easy traits that anybody can put together. And in a situation like this, if I was hitting them with hard spells and they just randomly resisted them because of whatever garbage, you know, chance to avoid damage the realm is giving them, that would be a bit of a... It could lead to a lot of frustration. I can get some treasure out of you. Why not? Oop. Yeah, they're resisting a lot of damage, and as Spark Tails, I think something is causing them to take a lot of low damage hit. Let's take a look at the battle history. Why were they... Oh no, we were taking 0 damage hits because they were trying to damage us and we just were shrugging it off. So slowing the battle down, yes, but at least it's not like a, with those shield bearers where after taking a bunch of low damage hits, they just become immune to attack damage because the game treats 0 damage as an instance of damage. Anyway, that's one of the unusual ways that the game interprets certain things. You'll run into it as you play. With the many different game mechanics, the many different rules in this game, there's bound to be situations where the game does something and you are perhaps not entirely convinced that you're not entirely convinced by the game's explanation. You have a different interpretation for how things work, but you know what? This is it's just a part and parcel of gaming. Like any game, whether it's my personal favorite, Diablo 2, to this day, people will be very passionate in their arguments that certain core game mechanics that have been around for decades now are awful and they never should have been put there, but then someone else might come up and argue the complete opposite. So, in a way, that's part of the beauty of games like these, where like you can see it both ways. Oh hey, a dumpling and a mimic. So we'll be getting another mimic encounter not too long from now. I would like to track down this dumpling. Oh god, he's gonna... it's a bit of a... It can potentially be... Hey, we needed one of these as well. It can be potentially frustrating trying to corner these dumplings or treasure golems. The things that run away from you. Alright. And we are gonna fight Xantai as well. And obviously we gotta collect our treasure. Oop. Keep trying to pick up realm objects while enemies are next to me, and then it's disorienting because you pick up the object, but then before you can read the notification for picking up the object, the game will launch you into the combat. Okay. So let me grab that, grab this. Yoink. Vengeance, alright. Kill these dudes. And we will even fight Xantai. Hang on, let me just... do that. There we go. We're making good progress on our Rune of Prophecies. Of course, we would like to do much better than that. Let's summon some Rye Traps. We haven't really had good luck farming cards from enemies. But who knows, maybe this is the episode where our luck changes. How do we have stuff to explore in this realm? Not really. We can just fight Xantai and call it good. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. You will not be so easily defeated. Well, we'll just see about that. Pointless. Pointless. Excuse me? Oh, we can only kill him... This is the Shackler one, right? Yeah, Shackler. We can only kill him with uh, indirect damage. With that in mind, let's do it like this. We'll start by... I mean, we basically got this battle in the palm of our hands. Because he's never gonna take a turn. I will see to it that this Joker never takes a turn. And we get a lucky Archangel. We might just win. I cast the wrong spell? Maybe we won't just win. Maybe, never mind. False alarm. We did. We did just win. There we go. So we get another Jewel of Xantai. I really should... I'm sure we've gotten all or most of them by now. Like, they're different... There are different colors. In fact, let's... Why not take a look. Trait... Is... Like, what... Okay, here we go. Xantai. We've got a lot of them. Yeah, we've got a... Well, I mean, they end over here. Alright. Now, let's see. Let's take a look at these. Mega Magic. Most of these seem to be... Or all of these seem to be... based on a spell called Mega Magic, which I don't really know what it does, but I'm sure if you had a party where you had all of those traits, or a whole bunch of them, I think there are more than 6, so you would have to, I don't know if those things can show up on nether stones. If they can't, then you would have a maximum of 6. Because you could only have them on your artifact slot. You could never have them via fusions or nether stones or as a, as a base trait. And if you're stuck with just 6, I guess you'd have to think long and hard about which ones you wanted. Anyway, let's do this. Let's hand in our Rune of Prophecies. Kill a couple of these and then we'll head home. And we'll just leave the rest of the enemies. Unless there's something... What is... What kind of creature is it? I want to see what kind of creature that is, because it almost looked like an animatus. I think it might be some kind of golem. I'm just a little curious to see what it is. Nightmare golem, yeah, okay. Alright, so that was pointless because we already have all of the golem cards. Except perhaps the treasure golem. I don't know if the treasure golem has a card. If it does, it will probably be one of the last ones that we find. Having said that, we've already gotten the mimic card and the card for the basic dumpling. So you never know. Alright, first thing we have to do is we have to... Oh, excuse me. Grab this. And we get some treasure for that. And let me roll it a couple times on camera. I'll roll it 3 times on camera before I resort to the off-screening. Actually, you know what? Let's, for this one time, keep rolling it on camera, just because it does take a whole lot of extra work to cut stuff out. I mean, not that much extra work, but enough that I would very much prefer to not have to do it. All it takes is a bit of luck, and we can have this. So please, game, let's not have me sitting here for like the rest of the day. I do have stuff to do. Oh god, okay, the last few times I stopped the recording and then immediately the next one, it was like it rolled into the animator. This time I'm like, oh, that, you know, I could have kept those going and not cut the video into 2 parts. And now that I mean, isn't that just a classic story of of having good luck when you don't need it, and then when you do need it, everything just falls apart. It's just how the world goes. Although in this case, it wasn't that bad. We got it. We got it in the end. Now, do we have our projects running? Yes, we do. And we do have a false god. So we're going to go back into the arachnid nest, which I do not mind. Oh my god, I rolled past 388. Well, we get something even better. Is that perhaps a good sign? Roll past 388? No problem. Get something even better. Alright. 8 enemies and a master. Hang on, what blessing did we get? 495. Oh, that's a boring blessing. That's a boring one. A mimic, though, is good. And what are we dealing with? Less indirect damage, maximum buffs. Alright. Knowledgeable? If we have anybody left to take to S rank out of this group, there's a good chance we'll hit that. I guess we didn't. Okay. And might as well make the false god immune to indirect damage, since the realm already is nerfing our indirect damage. Gems sealed after casting is annoying. I would rather have the 3 debuffs, please. Alright. We have donated, right? Yes, we have. Alright. What do you fuse it? You fuse it liches. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, you know what? Give me that. I don't like the fact that you just got rebirth at the last minute. That was very rude. I didn't have time to see what the... Although I guess we can see them in the battle now. We interacted with one of those objects that gives you debuffs. You know what? Yeah, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it for the loot. I don't like that one just because it makes the battles take longer. But you know what? It's fine. Oh, we killed the shield bearer. Oh, lovely. Oh yeah, okay, we'll take this. And looks like it's a decent realm for divination enemies as well. So we might as well. If we can find the candle. Actually, you know what? I caught myself in time. You don't summon divination candle enemies in a false god realm until after you spawn the god portal. Once you've spawned the god portal, then it'll stay. Then you can summon whatever you want to your heart's content. But if you summon extra enemies before the portal is spawned, you will have to kill all of them, every single one. You'll have to hunt them down in order to get the portal to spawn. And that's a bit of a problem because, you know, like sometimes I'll leave enemies unkilled. Like, I'll leave enemies alive. I guess unkilled technically is true as well. Just a very odd way of phrasing that. I'll leave enemies alive if they're really out of the way. But if it's a false god realm and if I've summoned a bunch of enemies, it doesn't matter how out of the way they are. Gotta kill every single last one of them or the portal is simply not going to show up. So I am glad I caught myself. Looks like our spells are in good form. Up, a dumpling has now been consumed. And I guess we got some loot prior to that, which we didn't see because it immediately threw us into that dumpling combat. Right, so 3 more enemies. It would be nice if we get a arbitration. We didn't, but we can do it now. Can we? Yes, we can. Cockatrice Master. Can we just punch you? We need to buff ourselves a little bit before that happens. So let me attempt to do exactly that. Yeah, and I think this should be enough. Or maybe not. Well, that's annoying. That's sealed, that's okay. That's sealed, that's okay. Let's now... Surely this is enough. Oh, whatever, surely this is enough. There we go. There we go. You are just gonna give me some treasure. Thank you. 2 more enemies. Almost, ready to summon this, boss. I think there's one more enemy after this. Yoink. Ooh, hey, we're gonna complete a realm objective. A Rune of Prophecies objective. Just as soon as we interact with this. It gave us a chest as well. And not a lot else, but did it spawn the portal? Yes, it did. Okay. Alright, let's get this done. Caliban. Would have been nice to have an arbitration. Actually, no, more important than that is just getting rid of our debuffs. Next, we know we can't kill him with indirect damage, so... we do... this. Then that. Are we gonna get a lucky Archangel? No, we're not. That sucks. We can make it happen though, but the reason I'm doing this is because Clayman works based on your current health, not your max health. So because my current health is low, we didn't get our healing, so I'm gonna do this. Now that is sealed, that's annoying, but we can do... Actually, hang on, that's not a good idea. We should take the chance to do this. You, I think we should just keep buffing, and honestly just try that again. And now we can have we made him immune to attack damage. We might possibly have. I guess we'll find out. No, we haven't. Alright. Let's entangle some more roots. It's going to be a bit of a long fight. You didn't? Okay. Just to make sure that we have enough gas in the tank to take this guy out. This is probably overkill. It's definitely overkill, but... Now let's do this. We're going to be running into damage caps pretty soon. But... we're doing okay. We should use Wormhole and do a targeted attack, because Rabid Dementia is not going to guarantee a hit on the correct target. Yeah, this is why it's annoying to fight this guy under these conditions. It's because if you have the damage cap, you've got to kill him basically 3 times. That's his whole gimmick. His whole gimmick is you got to kill him multiple times. So it's a good idea to do some roots. You know, let's do Astral Dimension. We can't do it again. That's fine. Let's just do Wormhole and have you just do a targeted attack. Another reason why I like the fact that I have Rabid Dementia, it just gives me more instances of damage. Because sometimes the game will just decide that, oh, you're doing 1 trillion damage? No, we're gonna cap it to like 1,000. I mean, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but not much of an exaggeration. Because we can genuinely scale as high as we want because we have Meraxus in our party. But if our damage is limited, then, you know, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter how high we're scaling. Alright, hopefully we get lucky and don't attack the other heart. This area of effect damage that's hitting everything is very helpful. Hopefully we can get more of that to happen. We wasted that. Twice in a row, 3 out of your 4 attacks were against the immune target. That's a bunch of garbage. But now the heart is dead, and is gonna stay dead when we kill it. There we go. So a long fight, but that's okay. What do we get in this chest? Nothing. This chest gives us nothing, and that's our 10th victory against Caliban. Our final achievement for fighting him, but of course we will need to come back to all of these false gods to get more of the anointments. And speaking of anointments, we already have a different thing that deals with dodges. That could be interesting. This could be... This could be really good for the Blight build. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Spellmending. This could be really good for the Blight build. I'm gonna take that. What is our heaping treasure? Do we get anything anything of note? As a matter of fact, we do. We get a card from the Plague Doctor set, I think. Yeah, the Plague Doctor set. We take less damage from being poisoned. Fantastic. And because of the ton of treasure we got, we are taking a few more creatures to rank S. We get some more treasure for completing the realm, which is lovely. And on the way out, let's hit some more ride traps. We won't kill all of them. In fact, the exit is not that far away, but we'll get a few of them. We'll get a few of them. That is a lot of cards that we found in random loot. It's been a long time since we found our last card from a creature, and since then we found a lot of cards in random loot, despite also farming for creatures. For some reason I was struggling with how to phrase that concept that I just told you about. So there are two different ways of finding cards: from the creatures directly, or from random loot. I think... Actually, no, this is probably me just speculating, but I would guess that when you first start out, you have a very, very low chance of getting anything from random loot at low realms. That's another thing that I was struggling to say. But then as your loot bonus gets higher and higher, you get a better and better chance of finding not just cards, but also nether stones and other interesting things in random loot. And there's probably a tipping point beyond which you're more likely to find cards, like much more likely, from sources of loot than from the creatures directly. Perhaps we've hit that point, or perhaps this is just a bit of a blip. As you can see, like, it's hard to... Unless you're directly looking at the game code and you know the exact probabilities, it's hard to make definitive conclusions based on just the results, because it could always just be like you're seeing just an unusual streak that's just due to luck. Another thing I've got to do is I got to see how long has this episode been going. 34 minutes, making decent time. Also, let me take a look at the Rune of Prophecies. I would really like to find one more buried treasure. Did we find a buried treasure map? I don't think we did, but I just want to make sure. Don't want to accidentally leave buried treasure uncollected. Grab that. Yoink this, and kill a couple more of these. And I'll kill these two as well. And then I will call these three, I guess. And there's probably gonna be one left that I'm just gonna. I'll leave him as the survivor. Like he can warn the rest about the massacre that happened here. All these riot traps dead, and one guy just over there. Alright, let's head home. Let's set up a new bounty. Again, we're gonna stay with the Nature Guild just because indirect damage reduction is the thing that I like best. And we've taken it down to 9.5%. It's that is a significant thing. So let's set up a new bounty. We're done fighting Caliban for now. What I want to see is who gives us Pyromancer achievements. Nebodar. Are we done fighting Nebodar? So who is left for us to fight? Hydronox, Lost Construct, Saint Althea. So, okay. So, I wanted to fight Nebodar for a specific reason, but I guess we'll do it in this order. Because I wanted one of the Pyromancer traits. I wanted the one that means that enemies are always burning. But for now, we'll just go with we'll just go with the ones that we haven't killed enough. Ooh, 991. We're getting pretty close to realm 1000. I'm reasonably happy about that. All right, let's continue on with the. Let's continue on with the realms. 985. We're about to go into a false god fight, so we're gonna stay in the Arachnid Nest for the third battle in a row. Do I? Man, I don't want them resurrecting on death. I will give up a bonus of 368 to make sure that that doesn't happen. $395. Do I like extra? I prefer extra traits to resurrecting on death, I think. Neither of them are great, but this one is also a decent item bonus as well. Ooh, and we get our buried treasure. Hell yeah. We get some loot out of you. Alright. So we do it like this. Blank slate, and then the Animatus goes. And it's still quicker than if enemies are resurrecting. Some more loot out of you. I'd really like those mimic fights, but I guess loot is a decent thing to have as well. There we go. Speaking of. Again, I'll start off with a nice blank slate. And punch you to death. This is gonna be annoying. Alright, so we gotta start off with this. And I think we are damaging them enough times to kill them. There we go. You know what? I'll even summon people at the candle. Alright. Okay. Alright, that's fine. This is a strange whatever just happened. But that's okay. Kill them, there we go. And let's continue onwards. There we go. Alright. Oh. Chest there. That chest had surprisingly low amount of loot. I'm used to chests where the loot goes all the way up to the ceiling, you know, the entire... Ooh, wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, very disappointed in that one chest. Whoever's chest that was, whoever owned that chest, you gotta be better at financial planning, I guess. Maybe don't eat so much avocado toast, and you know, other such frivolous expenditures, and maybe you too will one day have a lot more treasure in the chest that I will then come to loot. Speaking of treasure that I will then come to loot, we just got a card, but let me actually see. Yeah, okay, this was from the loot, and not from any of the creatures. So yet another card that we got not from the creature, but just from the loot. So I've lost track at this point how many exactly. All I know is that we are now at 460. And no sign of stopping. Another one of these. I would much prefer... Oh god. I would much prefer... I didn't even get to see what treasure we got from the buried treasure, but we know it wasn't a card because it didn't show up there. Because, again, it threw us into combat right as we were trying to pick it up. Maybe I should stop trying to interact with objects when enemies are that close. Living Helmet, I actually remember this, because we've used this. It's a death spell. We used this in our Universal Gate of the Gods party. I don't remember the other ones though. Living Staff, I think, might be sorcery. We also have Living Necklace. Actually, I don't know. Maybe both Staff and Necklace feel like they're sorcery. Oh, for that matter, like why is a helmet a death-based thing? So maybe like it's not like symbolic of what the item is. Maybe it's just like randomly assigned. All right, we got the master as well. All right. Please stop. All right. Okay, that was good. And another card. There definitely were not any Yetis in that group, but that's another card we have now found randomly. I'm pretty happy about that. They're fused with centaurs, which is why sometimes they're doing stuff when we cast. Alright, so this is gonna be a bit annoying. We'll have to start off with blank slate. Have to follow up with this. Let's do a bit of this action. Cast Clayman on the wrong person, but that's okay. And with you, honestly, I think we'll just wormhole. And I think we're doing. I think we're doing fine. Yep. '26th victory against those guys. And let's do this quickly. Another nemesis creature. Attacks deal less damage. I think we should still be fine. Actually, we can do a bit of this action, and now, yeah, we probably didn't even need to do that, but figured I might as well. Yep, do this, and then this. And nothing in that chest, but we've already found 2 cards, so I'm already pleased with the rate of return on this realm. I'm not going to summon anything else. I will... I didn't use blank slate, but that's okay. I will go ahead and go into the false god fight. Alright, so I remember this really annoying fight. He attacks you like 80 times every time you do anything or something dumb like that. Let me just use a quick blank slate. After he takes damage from an attacker, attack the enemy who afflicted. Okay, so. Oh my god, it has a chance to continue attacking? Fuck off. So we'll kill this guy with the indirect damage. If he's gonna be like that. If he's gonna be difficult, we'll just kill him with indirect damage. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my Fucking god, are you serious? Oh god. Fucking god damn it. You know what? I want to make sure that when the time comes for our Dread White to take its turn, that we kill this piece of shit in one go. I guess technically he's taking damage anyway. Yeah, just want to make extra sure. Alright. You ready for this? Excuse me? Why? Yeah, sometimes this game can be a bit silly with the order in which it displays things. Like, he should have died. In fact, he did die as soon as the feigned death happened. All of this other stuff is just posthumous. Alright. We got nothing from the boss itself. Something from double trait. Alright. Bulwark and Cripple. We'll definitely be taking a look at that. Nothing from that. And let's take a look at that nether stone. Oh, dude, this is pretty sick. This could help a lot in Gate of the Gods stuff. Or just anybody, or just, you know. And that one I can take or leave, but I'm gonna lock this. Not because I'm worried that I'll accidentally destroy it, but lock. That's my way of indicating to myself that there's something special about this stone. Although there was one stone that I locked that's not that interesting actually. A Ghoul's Grip on attack. I mean, that's actually a decent spell. Guaranteed snaring on attack. Alright, I can see, you know, I'm gonna unlock it. There are better ways. There are better ways to snare the enemy. Alright, let's just end this realm, and we'll do one more realm, I think. We are at 53 minutes. I think we're making good time. I won't summon anything else because it is slower than I would like to farm enemies. And if we're gonna get all of our loot from all of our cards from random loot anyway, then I guess we might as well just jump straight ahead to a new realm. Now, I just gotta make sure I do not fumble this. Gotta look carefully at the numbers. Anytime the leading digit is a 3, I should pause and look at the rest. If the leading digit is higher than a 3, you obviously drop everything and you take it immediately. So 398 is very, very good. And we're gonna do a random realm to end. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Damerel, alright. Let me also take a look at my Rune of Prophecies. I think we will end, because like 2 nether realms is a lot. Unless we find a nether realm in this... Oh, God, as soon as I say that... God, now I'm... Okay, that's made things complicated. Because now we are within striking distance of completing this entire Rune of Prophecies. Okay, so what are we dealing with? A very manageable realm. Alright, you know what, let's hit a couple of these. Get some loot out of that. And let's just go inside. Oh hey, this is good! No, that sucks. Because I've seen these in the past, and I know what bonuses they can give you. There's one bonus where it raises the probability that you'll find a card. I had that once very early on in my playthrough, well before I started recording. It raises the chance of finding cards, but like 400%, like something crazy. But before I could fight a single enemy, like my build was very weak, or like the first enemy I fought ended up killing me. It was tragic. I didn't get any cards out of that. I wouldn't have been able to farm it super hard anyway, because eventually you have to summon enemies at the candle once you're done with the enemies in the realm. And I wouldn't have had enough, power to spend. But if I were to get that now, definitely, I would be spending a lot. I would be spending a whole lot. Alright, that's that done. Salamander, annoying, but that's fine. Alright. We actually no. We have to complete the Keyforge mission as well. So that's also a thing to consider. So we have until whenever the Keyforge mission is done, and we are doing a Keyforge mission, aren't we? It would be very embarrassing if it turns out that I forgot. Pretty sure I have a Keyforge mission running. Yes, I do. And the Keyforge mission will be done next realm. Alright. So you know what we'll do? We'll do one more realm after this. We will do one more realm. And then we will end. We'll hand in our Rune of Prophecies. And then next episode we'll do another god. That also means I've got to be a little bit quick. I mean, I don't have to go super quick. It's okay if this episode goes a little bit longer. Alright. Grab that. Oh yeah. We can summon some people at the candle as well. Sentry guard, I don't know. Sorcery? Right, sure. I'm not that worried. Yeah, you know what, let's we're still working on these rye traps, man. Still working on these rye traps. Man, it would be really nice if we could hand in a complete Rune of Prophecies. But it's all a question of luck now. But these guys are really, really tanky. but not tanky enough. And let's just murder these people. No. I was gonna say, actually, maybe we could complete the Keyforge mission right now, but I think we've already completed this round. Yeah. So we're finding key parts, but you also need a material called arcane dust, which you can only get from completing missions. And we do need to do one more mission. Also, at the end of this episode, we'll take a look at how many creatures remain to be taken to S rank. I feel like we are whittling that list down very, very quickly. Alright. Do we even need to worry about... I guess we do. Okay. I guess we do. So what we'll do is we will do this. And we'll do this. Nice. We'll do this. Wonderful. We'll do this. Wonderful. I guess no reason not to do this. And we win. Was that? That was number 7. So we fought that guy a bunch of times already. All right. All right. Right. Okay, another netherstone. I'll accept that. And we're done with this round, but there's potentially some unexplored parts. In fact, yes, there's quite, and I don't even think we went to do that exotic round, did we? Okay, we did. Oh, but there's one of those beacons that we can get some treasure from. That is, if we have the battery to put in it. We've already donated, but it's good to check, because there are achievements for donating to these gods. Not just getting favor ranks, but also donating to them. You need to donate. Each god has an achievement, or a set of achievements that caps out with you donating to them 100 times. So that's a lot, a bit of a grind. But you'll get most of them from just playing the game if you play random rounds like I do. And then at the end of it, when most of them are done and there are only a few left, then you can start doing these specific realms where you still have achievements. But for now, most realms will have gods where we need to donate more to them. Okay, I'll hit you as well. I really should pick up the pace if we're gonna do one more mission, one more realm. Realm and mission. We'll do the Keyforge mission when we hand in the next realm. And could there be a final chest? No, there couldn't. We are done. There's one enemy, but who knows where that guy is. I'm not really gonna go this far out of my way to find one person. Yeah, I think we're just gonna head to the next realm. Where's the exit? Should be down here somewhere. There we go. And we'll just go directly to a new realm, because I don't think we've got to go back home for anything. Again, gotta concentrate on this. 428. As soon as you see the leading digit is higher than a 3, you just drop everything and you take what is on offer. And we'll do a random realm to end. And as luck would have it, we get sent back to our favorite realm, the Arachnid Nest. And are we gonna get even luckier? Are we gonna get a lucky nether portal spawn? Well, we'll find out. If we don't, then you know what, it's okay. Really wish we'd gotten another portal instead of that buried treasure. Although I guess it's not mutually exclusive. You can get both. But chances are we're not gonna get anything else, because usually if nether portals spawn, they are close to the god portal. And if we don't see one right now, it's unlikely that we'll find one. Well, would you look at that? What? In the one spot that we hadn't looked. And it's this thing. Alright. I think we should start from this. This is the least well, let's talk to this guy first. So this is the least expensive chest. We open it, and we get a whole lot of stuff. It's the you know, the medium level chest. 10,000 resources. And we got a bunch of stuff, but nothing special. Taking a bunch of people up in rank, which is always good. Oh, I guess the middle chest is the most expensive. The least expensive one is to the right. The middle one is to the left. And we get a card? And finally, we get a boss fight against Pandora. Nothing personnel, friend. And just like that, that's done. Do we get some more loot? We get even more loot. Wonderful. Basically a free card and a whole bunch of knowledge drops. Alright. Let's see what else we can get in this realm. We've got a buried treasure to find. That was such wonderful luck, though. That was just as I was giving up to. Just as I was giving up, I was like, well, you know, if you don't find it right in the beginning, you're probably not going to see one. And I'd looked everywhere except for this one tiny bit of fog of war that I hadn't cleared out. All right. Let's keep going. And we can do a bit of divination farming as well. Again, I'm gonna stick with the rye trap. Leech sounds like death. Okay. Alright. Alright. We've already found a card. And we are gonna hand in a full Rune of Prophecies. Life is good. What could make this realm better? I mean, obviously, finding more cards and loot. Finding this card would be nice. We've been searching for ages for this next card in this set. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay. The elf. Okay, this is gonna be. I'll do. Hang on. What? I'm losing my. There we go. Just do this. The Dread White can only do this. And these guys are very tough. Maybe one of the slime traits is helping them out. Although they're blighted, can we just heal them? Or they're not healing. Okay, that's fine. Now that we've done a lot more boosting, now we're doing some decent damage. And I think now they are done for. Get out of here. Right. Alright. Anything else we find in this realm is a pure bonus, because I've already gotten more than I could have possibly hoped for. I mean, it's a good time. Anytime you can hand in a full Rune of Prophecies without wasting time is a wonderful feeling. If these, I mean, I know we've already found a card, we've already found our Rune of Prophecies, but if these guys were to give us a card, I'm just saying, it would be nice. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they have to, you know, it's fine if they don't want. Oh god. This is a little bit annoying. I hate it when enemies resurrect, because it slows things down so much, but that's okay. Man, any chest that I open in this area feels like it could have something awesome in it. Alright. So I think that white might want to resurrect. No? Okay, good. Mimic? Alright. I'm into that. And nothing from that mimic, sadly. Alright. That's fine. Ooh, treasure golem. Alright. Definitely into this. Although I let him slip. And annoyingly, he's now in an open part of the map. I could have cornered him in, well, in that corner. But, I was slow. And now this is gonna be... Oh! Well, no, I was able to corner him in this corner. And now he's dead. What do we get out of you? Nothing special. We're just, I have no idea where this enemy came from. It truly did feel like they were invisible. But that's okay. Grab these guys and potentially some loot out of you. Well, some creatures to kill. And we're amazingly, we're still not done with this round because there could be stuff in those parts of the map, and if we're gonna be going there, we might as well have a bit more, you know, some company while we go. Alright. Alright, nothing there, right? Sure, I'll hit you. Alright. Get you. Whole bunch of these guys. Would really be so nice though, you know, if you could just find it in your hearts to just help one of your fellow beings, you know, like, yeah, we don't always see eye to eye, but you know, like, I'm sure if you deep down, if you look, you can, like, you can find the compassion to give me what I need. Like, I need these cards. I need these cards, man. I need them. If I don't have them, I'll probably die. I mean, not literally, but it's sometimes it does feel like that. It really does feel like an actual addiction to actual real drugs. Alright. Alright, that's done. Ooh, Nemesis creature as well. And just a couple places left where there could be things. No chest there, that's sad. And just a couple places to investigate, and then we will be done. and the final chest has nothing in it. And now we've just got to head home. Home is where? Home is there. And the final 4 enemies aren't that far away. So we'll kill them, and we'll give the game one last chance to make this this special realm even more special. One, 2, 3. 4. And there's gonna be no, fairy tale story, but we do close out with a 462 cards. You know what? We've got a bunch of things to do when we get back home, so let's not celebrate too early. First thing we have to do, we've got to hand in this project. We'll not start any new projects just yet. First, now we've got to head to the Riddle Dwarves, and all we have to play is Siralim. All we have to play is this. So we start off with some essence, follow up with some treasure, which is nice. Follow up with some garbage. Follow up with an extra turn, maybe? No, skip ahead. Okay. Some more essence. We have 1 turn remaining, unless this happens. So now we get 3 turns. Some more essence. No treasure this time, but brimstone, and with our final turn, we get treasure. Lovely. And that lovely sound means we are ready to hand in our full Rune of Prophecies. Let's take a look at it. Admire all of these 57,000. Oof. That's a lot. That is a lot. So we are also making progress on this. Lovely. So let's hand it in. Let's just skim through the various rewards. And the rune has been refreshed. Let's take a look at what we got to do. Do you have to kill any gods or anything like that? No? Pandemonium shrines and buried treasure are the only things really that could delay us, but it seems like a decent one as well. And before we end, I noticed that we have a good amount of piety, and you know what that means. It's time to awaken and upgrade to level 100 a new relic. We're just gonna go in order, so we'll just get Blaze Fury. Oh, this is a burning based thing. Hang on. Yeah. So let's get that. After this relic attacks, it inflicts the target with burning. A bearer with burning. Is there a thing where it inflicts all enemies with burning? We'll see. More damage for each enemy with burning. Okay, that's interesting. interesting for sure. Okay, don't want to spend more than we need to. There's still quite a few relics to go, but we're getting through the list quite nicely. And now we're going to get several achievements for this. We'll get the achievements for upgrading it before the game gives us the achievement for unlocking it, which I always find amusing. But, yeah, another 11 achievements that we just got in one go. Yeah, and you get a Steam achievement for that as well. And yeah, let's oh yeah, let's start a new project. So what sort of missions do we need to do? We need forage missions and assassination, which we're already running. So if we're not doing a forage mission, so we'll start a forage mission. Sounds good to me. I really want to get done with the forage missions and experiment missions because they're worthless. I'm really only doing them for the achievements. But yeah, okay. With this, let's reflect on what we accomplished this episode. We killed the usual, right? We got another false god taken down. Another nether boss taken down. Like, all of these achievements are for the relic, but yeah, we got another false god taken down, another nether boss. And we beat several masters as well. And it was a good time. We are still at 58%, which I think we got a couple episodes ago. So it'll be a while before we hit another percentage point, but it'll happen. It'll happen soon. And the one final thing I want to check before we end is I want to go to my bestiary, sort by knowledge. How many creatures do we have that are below rank S? So 4 full pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each page has 19 creatures on it, plus 1 on page 5. Now, 19 times 4 is 76, plus 1 is 77. So we are, like I said, we're really making good headway getting through this list, and I'm very curious as to what the game will do once all of these are at S rank. Like, will we just stop getting knowledge drops at all? I mean, I assume we would, but I mean, I know it probably doesn't work like this, but I'm wondering, oh, maybe if instead of knowledge drops, it'll give us the card instead, if there is a card to be collected for that creature. But that would probably be too OP. But yeah, I am curious to see how that's gonna pan out. But anyway, for this episode, it is time for us to bring an end to this one. For next episode, I have to decide which of these jokers I'm gonna go after next. And I will... maybe Isaros. Actually, no. Actually, no. She's gonna wipe out our party because we're casting spells. All she would have to do is cast one area of effect spell and then murder us. This overwrites effects that would change the amount of times they can attack or cast. That's annoying. Yeah, okay, this is something I'll figure out in between episodes. For now, though, let's reflect on another really, really nice, really satisfying episode. We found a bunch of cards at 462 now. Even though we've had awful luck farming cards, when we're deliberately looking for a specific card, the game has just been making up for that by just giving us all kinds of random drops, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, this is and we handed in our full Rune of Prophecies, which is another wonderful, wonderful thing. And we're just continuing to make good progress through this wonderful, wonderful game. But yeah, that is going to be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. Next episode, which is when we will hopefully get back to the Gate of the Gods. But yes, that's going to be all for this one. And until the next time, take care.